Hello everyone, welcome to New Wave Coaching Classes for Mathematics. This is your host Jatin. In the previous lecture of chapter statistics, we have learned how to find mean using the different methods. Now, today we are going to discuss some of the questions of exercise 14.1 using those different methods. As you can see behind me, I have written just two questions. Question number 1, question number 2 of exercise 14.1. We will be simplifying these questions using the direct method and the assumed mean method. So I will be doing the first question using the direct method, and the second question I will be using to find the mean by the assumed mean method. Now, in the first question, what is given to me? It's given that there are some plants planted by 20 houses in a locality. So the number of plants planted from 0 to 2 have one house, and 2 to 4 we have 2 houses. Then 4 to 6 we have 1, 6 to 8 we have 5, 8 to 10 6. 10 to 12 2, 12 to 14 is 3. Now we know in the direct method or any method to find the mean, the first step is basically to find the class marks or the exercise. So first of all we find the exercise, and what we have to do? We have to add these two, that is the lower limit and the upper limit of the interval, and then divide by 2. So adding these two and divide by 2 we get here is 1. The next thing we get here is 3, then 5, 7, 9, 11, and then finally 30. And now you can see the last column, that is Fi into Xi. So in the last question we have to multiply these two columns, that is Fi into Xi. The first one we get as 1. 2 multiplied by 3 is 6. 1 multiplied by 5 is 5. 5 into 7 is 35. 6 into 9 is 54. This is 22. And then we have 39. So now the next step is basically to add these frequencies, and we get the value of summation Fi, and then we add all the values of Fi multiplied by Xi to get the value of summation Fi Xi. So this is 1 plus 2 3 plus 1 4 plus 5 9 6 15, and this is 20. Right, we add these now. This is 7 plus 5 12, 12 plus 5 17, 21 and 2 is 23, and 23 plus 9 is 32. So we have 2 here and 3 carry. So 3 plus 3 9, 9 plus 5 14, 14 and 5 is 192. Right, so this is the value we have got. A slight mistake, this is not 192, this is 162. We got 3 carry, 3 plus 3 is 6, 6 plus 5 11, 11 plus 5 16. Now we just substitute the value. This is 162 upon 20, and we get the answer as 8.1. So this is the mean number of plants being planted, right? Now we go to the next question, that is the second question of this exercise, and this question we will be doing using the assumed mean method. So first step again the same, we find the exercise here. So the first exercise is 110, then we have 130. It's 150, 170, and then we have 190. Now, A is basically the assumed mean which we take from the Xi column. We normally take the middle values. So we suppose this 150 as A. Now, next step is to find the Di. Now, how we find Di? We subtract Xi from the A. So the first one we get is minus 40. Then we get it as minus 20. Then 0, then is 20, and then finally we have 40. Now the last column, that is Fi into Di. We multiply Fi into Di, so this is 12 into minus 40, we get it as minus 480. 40 into minus 280. Next one is obviously 0. Then this is 120. And finally this is 400. Now the next step is basically to find the sum of the columns of Fi's and the summation Fi Di. So in this column we will have, this is 26 and 14, and this comes up to be 50. Now here what we do, we add these two, adding these two we get it as minus 760, and adding these two we get as 520. Yeah. So now when we add, subtract these two, we get it as minus 240. So this is minus 240. Now we substitute the values. And let's find the answer. This is A is 150 plus, now summation FIDI is minus 240 upon 50. Now this cancels, and this is 150 minus 4.8, and we get the value as 144, sorry, this is 145.2. So this is rupees, this will come in rupees because the intervals are in rupees. So this is rupees 145.2. So this is the average of the daily wages of the workers of the factory, right? Let's go to the next question now. Now the next question is question number 3. It's given, the following distribution shows the daily pocket allowance of children of locality. The mean pocket allowance is rupees 18. Now in this question, the mean is given to us as rupees 18. Now you can see, if you see the frequency column, there is number of children. One of the frequency is not given, and we have to find the value of this frequency. So how we can find the value? We are using the direct method to find this. So first of all, let's find the class marks. The first class mark will be 12. Then we have 14. Then 16, 18, 20, 22, and 24. Last column, Fi multiplied by Xi. So this is 12 7s are 84. Again 84. This is 144. Then we have 234. This is 20F. Then this is 110. And finally it is 96. Now let's add them. Now in this is F plus. So we add this 7 plus 6, 30, 13 plus 13, 26, 26 plus 9, 35. 35 plus 5 is 40, and plus 4, this is 44, right? Now we add this here also. This is 20F, we just write first. And now we add the remaining values. 1, 2, 3, 4, this is 16 plus 6, 22. So we have 2 here and 2 we take carry. 8 plus 8, 16, 16 plus 4, 20. 20 plus 3 is 23, 24, 24 plus 9 is 33, and 2 was carry, so this is 35. So we have 5 and 3 carry, so 3 plus 1, 4, 5, 6 and 7. So this is 752 plus 20F. Now we have the formula to find mean as using the direct method. The mean is equal to summation Fi upon summation Fi. So therefore 18 equals to 752 plus 20F upon 44 plus F. Now we multiply, cross multiply, and we get this thing as 732 plus 18F equals to 752 plus 20F. Now after simplifying, what we get? The value of F as equal to, so let me check, this is 732 or something else. This will be 3672. This is 792, sorry. Now after simplifying, we get the value of F as, this is, we subtract these two. Okay, let's check once again. This is 44 multiplied by 18. Now 18 4s are 72, 7 carry, and 18 4 72. This is 792. So we get 40 equals to 2F, and this means the value of F we have got as 20. So this is the value of F in this question, right? Now let's see the next question. That is question number 4. In question number 4, what we are given? We are given number of heartbeats per minute, and then we have the number of movements which have the particular heartbeats. Now we will solve this question using assuming method. So first step is basically to find xi. So the first xi that comes out here is 66.5. The next one would be 69.5. Then we have 72.5, 75.5. Then we have 78.5. Then we have 81.5. And then we have 84.5. So these are the different xi's, and from here we find the value of a, that is the assumed mean. So we take the center value from here, that is a equals to 75.5, right? Now the next thing is to find the values of di. Now the next thing is to find di's. So we subtract all these xi's from the assumed mean. So the first value is minus 9, minus 6, minus 3, 0, 3, 6 and 9. Now next thing, we multiply the column of frequencies and the deviations. So this is minus 18, minus 24, minus 9, 0, 21, 24 and 18. So you see this minus 18 and 18 goes 0, minus 24 and 24 goes 0. At 21 minus 9, we get the value of summation fi di as 12. And we have these also, we get here as 30. Now we find the mean. The formula to find the mean using the assumed mean method is a plus summation fi di upon summation fi. Substitute the values. This is 30. Sorry. This is 75.5 plus 12 upon 30. So we cancel out. This is 3 4s and 3 10s, and this will be 75.5 plus 0.4. We're not cancelling further because dividing by 10 is much easier than dividing by any other number. So just simple put up the decimal. So we get the answer as 75.9 heartbeats. This is the question of heartbeats per minute. So this is the solution of question number 4, right? Now let's go to the next question of this exercise now. Now in question number 5, it's given, in a retail market, food vendors were selling mangoes kept in packing boxes. These boxes contain varying number of mangoes. The following was the distribution of mangoes according to the number of boxes. You can see on the board I have made the table. We need to find the mean number of mangoes kept in the packing box. Now, we will be doing this question by the method of step deviation. See, now if you see the class intervals here, you can see this is 50 to 52, then there is 53 to 55, 56 to 58. The upper limit of one interval is not equal to the lower limit of the next interval. So these kinds of intervals are basically called as discontinuous class intervals. The first step would be to make this kind of discontinuous class intervals into continuous class intervals. So how we can do it? Just understand this. For that, what we do, we take any of the interval, we take the upper limit of the interval. Suppose I have taken the first interval and the upper limit is 52. Then I will take the lower limit of the next interval, that is 53 here. What I will do? I will subtract these two. So 53 minus 52, here 53 minus 52 is 1. Now whatever the difference comes, I have to make half. Now if I divide 1 by 2, then what I get? 0.5. Whatever the number comes, I have to subtract that number from the lower limit and I have to add that number in the upper limit. Understand once again, I have taken the difference of the upper limit of one interval and the lower limit of the next interval. Then whatever the difference is there, I make the half of it. Whatever the answer comes, like in this question, this is 0.5 after dividing by 2. So what I will do, I will subtract 0.5 from the lower limit and I will add 0.5 in the upper limit to make the class intervals as continuous class interval. So my new class intervals would be something here. If I subtract, this is 49.5 to 52.5. Then we have 52.5 to 55.5. Then from 55.5 to 58.5. Now 58.5 to 61.5, and finally from 61.5 to 64.5. These are the new class intervals. Now, obviously, you are doing mean by any method. First step is basically to find the class marks. So we find the class marks or the mid values. So we add these two, or you add these two and divide by 2. So the first one we get as 51. Then I get 54. Then here 57. Then we have 60. And finally I get the value as 63. Now I have to find di. So first I will have to assume some value from the x side. So I take the middle value. So I take a as equals to 57. So I subtract all these from 57. So first value will be minus 6. Then I have minus 3. Then I have 0. Then I have 3. And then I have 6. Now you can see I made a new column, that is ui. And how we find ui? We divide di's, that is the divisions, by the class width or the class size. And in this case, the class size is not, we will not find from here, we will find the class size from here. Because if you take from this side, this will be 2. That will be wrong. So here we have class size as 3. So the value of h here is 3. So we divide all these by 3 and I get minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1 and 2. Last step, just to multiply the frequencies with the ui's. So 15 into minus 2, that's minus 30. Then I have minus 110. Next, 135 into 0 gets me 0. 115 into 1 is 115. And finally, 25 to the 50. So adding these two, I get minus 140. And adding these two, I get 165. So finally, I'll get the value as 25. That is summation fi ui. Now let's find summation fi also. So this is 5 plus 5, 10 plus 15 plus 5, 20. So we have 0. And 2 is carried. 2 plus 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 0. And then 1 is carried. So 1 plus 1, 2, 3 and 4. So we have summation fi equals to 400. Now next, we find the mean using the step deviation method. So formula is a plus summation fi ui upon summation fi and multiplied by h. I have substitute the values. So a is 57 plus summation fi ui is 25 divided by 400 and multiplied by 3. That is the value of h. Now we cancel out. This we get it as 1 and this is 16. So this is 57 plus 3 upon 16. Now we divide 3 by 16 and we'll get here something 57 plus 0.1875. So adding these we get 57.1875 and the value we get as 57. We round it off. This is 9. So this is the average number of mangoes in one of the blocks, right? Let's do the next question now. The next question we are going to do is question number 8. In this question is given a class teacher has the following absentee record of 40 students of a class for the whole term, and we have to find the mean number of days a student was absent. Now, if you see in the question, we have the number of days 0 to 6, 6 to 10, 10 to 14, 14 to 20, 20 to 28, 28 to 38, 38 to 40. Now, there is one problem in this question. The problem is the class size is not same. If you see, initially in the first interval, the class size, the class width is 6. Then we again have 4. This is 4. Again, the class size is 6. Here we have 8. Here we have 10. And in the last, we have 2. So the best way to solve this question is by using direct method to find the mean, right? So let's apply direct method. So first step would be to find the class marks, that is the mid value. So let's find the class marks. So first one will be 3, 10 plus 6, 18, 16, and then we have 8. Then this is 10 plus 14, 24, and divided by 2, we get 12. Then we have here, this is 34, so we have 17. Then this is 48, so we have 24. Then we have, this will be 33. And finally, the last one is 39. So the next column, fi multiplied by xi. So the first one, 33. Then we have 80. 12 into 7 is 84. 17 into 4 will be 68. Then 24 into 4 will be 96. Then we have 99. And finally we have 39. Now here we have summation fi, that is equal to 40, and then we find summation fi xi. Right? So let's add them. So this is 3 plus 4, 7, 7 plus 8, 15, 15 plus 6, 21, 21 plus 9 is 30, and 30 plus 9 is 39. So we have 9 and we have 3 carry, and 3 plus 3 is 6, 6 plus 8, 14, 14 plus 8 is 22, 22 plus 6 is 28, 28 plus 9 is 37, 37 plus 9 is 46, and 46 plus 3 is 49. Right? So now we have to find the mean, and the value of mean is equal to summation fi xi upon summation fi, and that is 499 upon 40, right? And after dividing, what we get, let's see. We get here is 12.475. That is the answer. Right? Now let's go to the last question of this exercise, that is question number 9. Now in this question is given, we have a table which gives a literacy rate of 35 cities. We have to find the mean literacy rate. Now you see, the literacy rate is 45 to 55%. We have 3 cities. 55 to 65% in 10 cities. 65 to 75 we have in 11 cities. 75 to 85 in 8 cities, and 85 to 95 in 3 cities. Now one thing more, in the previous question we have 12.475 days, and we can round it off to write this 12.48 days. Right? Now, this question. We are doing this question using step deviation method. First step is same, we have to find xi. So let's find xi. So we add these two and divide by 2. So the first one is 50. Then we have 60. Then we have 70, 80, and then 90. Now we assume the middle of the class marks as assuming that is A. So A is our 70. Now we find di's. So let's subtract these. So this is minus 20, minus 10, 0, 10, and 20. Now you see the class size for all the intervals is equal to 10. So we find ui dividing all these by 10. So we have these values. And finally, we find fi into ui. So multiply these two. This is minus 6, minus 10, 0, 8, and 6. Right. So now we just find total. This is minus 16 and this is plus 14. So 14 minus 16, we get the value as minus 2. Also, we add up all the frequencies, and this is 13 plus 11, 24. 24 plus 11 is 35, as given in the question that it is a record of 35 cities. So this is 35. Now we have to find mean using step deviation method. We have the formula mean is equal to a plus summation fi ui upon summation fi multiplied by h. Substitute the values now. So that is equal to 70 plus, this is minus 2 upon 35 multiplied by 10. So let's simplify this. This cancels out by 5. This is 2. This is 7. So we have 70 minus 4 by 7. So if we divide 4 by 7, we get the value as, so this will be 5, 7, 1, 4, 2, 8, and that goes on repeating. So we just write 0.57, right? And when we subtract, we get the value as 69.43. So this is the literacy rate in percentage. So we write percentage in the end. Right, dear friends. So this was all about the exercise 14.1. We have used different methods to simplify the various questions of this exercise. Some of the questions have to be done by yourself. I have not done a few questions, 2 questions, namely question 6 and 7. So just try it yourself. Make sure to like my video and subscribe to my channel. This is your host signing off. Goodbye and take care.